Rangers on the brink of losing not one, but two top scorers as Dezers agrees terms for a shock exit, and Igamane edges closer to France, while Russell Martin faces a striker crisis before pre-season even begins. Hibs hijacked the Josh Mulligan deal right under Ibrox's nose, leaving serious questions about our recruitment game. And just when you think the chaos can't grow, the 49ers drop a bombshell bid for Liverpool's spectacular player, setting up a full-back shake-up like you've never seen. Stay locked in. This is the transfer storm that could define the season. Hamza Igamane's time at Ibrox looks to be ending almost as quickly as it began, and that's sending a ripple of concern through every blue heart in Glasgow. After a season where the Moroccan hit 16 goals in just over 2,500 minutes, he's now agreed personal terms with Lille. The French side see him as the heir to Jonathan David, and it's only a matter of days, maybe hours, before Rangers agree a fee and the lad's off to League One. Let's be absolutely clear about this. Rangers unearthed a gem for just under £2 million. He delivered in the Premiership, he delivered in Europe, and he looked like someone who could lead the line for years to come. And now, one good season, and he's gone. All the talk of building a squad to challenge Celtic again, well, what use is it if you sell off the foundations before you even start stacking the bricks? What's even more galling is that Russell Martin's attacking options are evaporating quicker than a pint in the Loudon on Derby Day. And as for replacements, still rumours, still promises, no one through the door yet. Sure, there's a silver lining. If a bidding war kicks off between Lille and this mystery second French club, Rangers could walk away with a hefty profit. The cash could go into rebuilding the squad, funding Martin's supposed revolution. But the cold reality, money doesn't score goals. And if you're selling your top talents before the serious business even begins, are you really serious about taking the fight to Celtic if Rangers do cash in on Igamane now? Are they telling you that making money is more important than making history? Josh Mulligan looked set for a move to Ibrox not long ago, Scottish lad, solid engine, and a reunion on the cards with Lyle Cameron. But now, it's Hibernian that have come storming in to snatch him from under Rangers' nose. A medical's already booked at Easter Road, and unless there's a dramatic U-turn, Mulligan's pulling on green next season. Let's not pretend the boy isn't a tidy player. 34 appearances last season, 5 assists, over 600 accurate passes, and nearly 200 duels won. He's versatile too, can fill in at right back or wing back, but it's in midfield where he does his damage. That's exactly the type of utility player who could have padded out Rangers' squad, especially with the European calendar looming and depth being absolutely critical. The timing of this one stings even more, while Russell Martin's been pulling off a few eye-catching deals, Max Aarons, Cameron. There's no denying the squad is being hollowed out elsewhere. You'd think there'd be some urgency in adding grit and legs in the middle of the park. Instead, we're letting a homegrown talent walk into the arms of a direct domestic rival, a lad who reportedly had the English interest as well, yet no concrete push from Rangers. You've got to question the strategy here. There's word that a new plan's already in place to cover that area of the pitch. Fine. But what's the plan worth if it means letting another Scottish talent, ripe for development and clearly ready to take the next step, go to a club like Hibs? Be honest, if Rangers have let Josh Mulligan go to Hibs without putting up a real fight, does that tell you everything you need to know about how serious this club is about rebuilding for the title next season? The 49ers mean business this summer, and Ibrox is starting to feel the full weight of their ambition. After securing Max Aarons on loan, Rangers have now launched a formal bid for Liverpool's Owen Beck, the Welsh left-back many are tipping to be the next Andy Robertson. That's not just lazy comparison either. Beck's been labelled spectacular by top scouts and hailed as a consistent standout during his time in Liverpool's youth system. At just 22, he's already tasted championship football with Blackburn Rovers and walked away with their Young Player of the Season award. You don't get that in a league as physical and unforgiving as the English second tier unless you've got serious quality. Before that, he'd also sharpened his blade in Portugal, Bolton, and even had a stint up here with Dundee United. Now, Liverpool are toying with another loan, but Rangers, we're not messing about. A proper bid's gone in for a permanent deal. None of this short-term patchwork, and that tells you everything about the shift in mentality behind the scenes at Ibrox. Russell Martin clearly sees Beck as more than just a stopgap. He's building a squad, not just filling holes. With Champions League qualifiers and a relentless domestic season looming, having a dynamic fullback like Beck, someone who can run for days, whip a ball in with venom, and actually defend, could be a massive coup. And pairing him with Max Aarons, that's not just smart, it's a fullback's revolution. But let's ask the question that's bound to ruffle feathers. If Rangers are willing to invest in a lad like Owen Beck, why didn't the club show the same conviction to keep hold of rising stars like Hamza Igamane? Or is this just another case of building for resale instead of building for glory? It's looking like the end of the road for Cyriel Dezers at Ibrox, and it's coming quicker than you might have expected. AEK Athens have reportedly agreed personal terms with the Nigerian striker, putting him on the brink of a move away from Glasgow. The only thing standing in the way now is a final agreement on the transfer fee. Let's break it down. Dezers may have split opinion, but you can't argue with the numbers. 51 goals across 2 seasons, 22 just last term. Yet still, there's been this lingering frustration about his finishing. For everyone he buried, there was another scuffed wide or chipped meekly into the keeper's arms, and Rangers support doesn't forget those moments easily. Now, AEK are offering around £3.8 million, while Rangers want closer to £4.8 million. That £1 million gap could close fast because AEK are desperate, and they've offered him a deal worth nearly £30,000 a week. That's a significant raise from what he's on now, and at 30 years old, it's a final big payday. But here's the real worry. Dezers goes, Igamane is already halfway out the door, and Russell Martin is staring at a preseason without a recognized striker. Replacing one proven scorer is tough enough. Replacing both? That's a minefield, especially when European qualifiers are around the corner, and the pressure to stop Celtic couldn't be higher. If Rangers are letting Dezers go after being top scorer 2 seasons running, is it because Russell Martin truly has a master plan? Or are we just gambling the title chase on hope and spreadsheets? Comment below what you think about the news. Don't forget to leave a like on the video to help me out. I post videos every day talking about our Rangers, so if you're not subscribed, you're missing out on the latest news. See you soon.